Hello everyone and welcome to Showpod. I'm Mr. P and I'm here of course with Mr. Dave and Mr. Jethro.
You right?
And it's still hot,
Oh, yes.
still warm. We have got some ice cold drinks.
Oh, yes.
Ice cold drinks to go with our biscuits.
Yes. And it's exciting because today we're going to be talking about Tron.
Tron.
So, Tron.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
as always, because we are the professional outfit that we are, we do lots of due diligence and research into the things that we talk about every single time.
Of course, yeah.
We watch everything, we read the material. We go to the bottom half. No, hang on, that's a different show.
Yes.
Well, we don't, do we? Let's be honest. You guys did watch the films. You've seen them before. You like them. You know them. I'd heard of them, but I'd never watched them.
Okay.
Was never really that bothered, and I thought I'd better watch them so I can talk about them with you here today. So I put the first film on, and about 15 minutes in, I fell asleep. Not because of the film, just because I was knackered. It had been a really long day. I'd been really busy at work and so on. I never really got around to watching them, even though I really wanted to. Now I've seen that first bit of the first film.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I'm going to have to quiz you to find out what's going on.
What's it all about?
What's it all about?
The question is, have you seen them?
Yes, I've just yesterday watched both films.
Was that your first time?
Well, rewatched Tron. I had seen Tron like years and years ago, but I'd never seen Tron Legacy.
You've never seen Tron Legacy?
No, I'd heard
wow.
it come out, but I just never got around to watching it for some reason.
The original Tron was 1982.
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
And the quick blurb on IMDb is a computer hacker is abducted into a digital world and forced to participate in gladiatorial games where his only chance of escape is with the help of a heroic security program. Is that pretty much the synopsis?
That's about
In
accurate.
your layman's terms, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Obviously, you've got like an hour and a half's worth of stuff going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's,
Yeah, but it's basically, I mean, it kind of like shows you kind of what was going on at the time, where it had just kind of started with probably the best example of it is probably Atari, like these big tech companies starting up and these whiz kids and great programmers and coders coming onto the scene and making games and making programs.
Yeah.
But this kind of developed it in the way where, as we said, in the brief synopsis there, that this guy that's a whiz kid been writing games and has got like this really good arcade game that he's written, that somebody's stolen the code and the plan for that and put his name onto it, called Dillinger.
yes.
And this Dillinger's also got like this MCP, like this management, like computer program thing, isn't it? That's trying to take over the grid, the inside of the computer, and take over Tron, the security program.
So Tron's the name of the security program.
Is the name of Alan's program.
Yeah, Alan Moore, is it?
Alan Bradley.
Yeah. Which we'll get more into later.
And now a word from our sponsors. Are you looking to take your business or idea online? Then Namespace has you covered. From personal websites, e-commerce and fully managed IT services. See what Namespace can do for you. To find out more, go to namespace.rocks. The one thing I will just point out about this film is it's very different in the way it looks visually from anything that came before.
Yes.
In fact, praised for its CGI and visual effects.
Yeah, so ahead of its time that it even got denied the Oscar for Best Visual Effects because apparently back then using a computer was cheating. Like, even though that we had a look at like how the VFX were done back then, and it wasn't like doing polygons or anything. It was mainly just feeding numbers into a computer and then seeing what you got out the other end of it.
Right.
Completely different to how
and
we
every
do
little
now.
number had to be covered and inputted, didn't it? Nothing was automated. Everything was like tested out, see how it turned out. And then went to different companies, they were saying, didn't they, that could do certain things with certain computers and use them to help with doing the visual effects. And for like the light bikes and grid and some of the stations and terminals they were working at and things like that was that to kind of shop it around a little bit, didn't they, for like people that were good at that aspect.
Yeah, but like, it's just amazing. Like even though this was like pioneering, I think it was the first film to merge CG elements with live action elements.
Yeah.
Like we've had CG in film like before, like say, I mean the first example, if you want to get really really technical, is Vertigo in 1958 with the opening titles with a very basic geometric shapes. It was very very crude, but that was generated by a computer. So technically that's the first computer generated image put to film. Now as you go along you've got all these other advances like Westworld, the 1973 film, had a mosaic pixel filter as the POV of the robot, the killer robot that's gone rogue. And nowadays you can just like, I don't know, go into Premiere Pro, effects, pixelate mosaic, bang, there you go.
He loves Premiere Pro, doesn't he?
Well, it has its uses. Let's just put it at that. But back then, obviously, you couldn't do that because no one's done it. No, there's been no demand for it.
No.
So doing it from scratch was massive.
It was kind of like some aspects of it were a little bit like Star Wars in the way that they were like trying things out for the first time and they were seeing what worked and how they could get the effects that they were looking for and creating things on the fly a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And we watched on a program, as you mentioned earlier, about the making of it, and they were trying to work out how they did the lighting on like the suits and stuff, and they were coming up with all these different ideas. And this guy next to me was like, no, they didn't do that. And they go, what? They didn't do that. No, didn't do it that way. And like it turned out that like they filmed a lot of it in black and white, and they built a lot more of the sets up than what you expected. And then they used Kodak with like a colour film, and they edited all the colours on each plate to work to get that effect and to get it looking the way that it did.
Yeah, individually colour individually colour the characters.
Frame by frame.
Yeah, frame by frame.
frame by
Individually
frame, yeah.
colour the face, each eye, teeth.
Yeah.
That was just. But other CGI at the time, just to give us like a bit of pretext, like obviously Star Wars and Alien had CG elements on a screen, like wireframe models. You had, say, 1981 film Looker was the first like CG human put to screen, but the first CG character, full CG character, was Adventures of Young Sherlock Holmes, 1985.
Yeah. That's right.
But Star Trek 2 also had its thing with CGI with the Genesis Planet simulation. That was the studio that went on to become Pixar, I think. Someone please correct me if I'm wrong on that. But
yeah, I think you might be right.
that, again, CG was a budding thing, but
Yeah.
I would argue that no film in the 80s really pushed CG as forward as Tron did back in 1982.
Like you say, it was taking things off a screen or off a screen in a corner into like the actual world of the actual film of the scenes themselves.
It was the action itself.
What's interesting, I was reading some trivia. It says the state-of-the-art computer used for the film's key special effects only had 2 meg of memory, 313 meg of storage, which is just laughable nowadays.
Yeah, it is crazy, isn't it?
And the film wasn't really a commercial success, was it?
No,
In fact,
no, it wasn't.
According to what I'm reading, the arcade game based on it was actually outgrossed the film.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is just bizarre.
Yeah, I think it was because so different. Probably people
Yeah.
didn't quite know how to
Well,
react to it,
I saw snippets and I wasn't that bothered about watching it until I actually started to watch it. Then I now really want to watch it. So, I fell for the same thing, I suppose, as everybody else did back then.
Which is probably why we didn't get a sequel for 28 years.
probably.
Yeah, that's true. It's an interesting take on an idea, though. The idea that you go inside the computer, and also that, I mean, yes, we get sucked in, but inside the machine as well, you have film characters that look like the people who are controlling them on the outside. Avatars, if you like.
Programs.
They're
Programs are the ones in the machine.
Yeah.
And users are what they call them, with the sort of like almost like a religious reverence given to users. It's like we serve
the big
the users.
creators, aren't they? And we serve the users.
Yeah, so there's that element to it. Like Alan, played by Bruce Boxleitner, also plays Tron in the simulation and in the system. But yeah, it's an interesting take on it, and especially since that, like I said, it was so new, which is probably why audience was like, "Oh, I don't get this," but at the same time, breaking that ground and the fact that it managed to influence a lot of media that came afterwards, yeah.
And obviously, it didn't gross that much as they would liked, but in terms of the story and of the effects and everything else, how would you rate the film?
I would give the original Tron an 8 out of 10.
Okay. What about you, Dave?
Probably quite close. Probably about maybe 7.
I think it's currently sitting about 6.5 on IMDb. But
What do the public know?
it was just new and different, and sometimes people don't like new and different, do they?
Sometimes things could be a bit too ahead of the time, can't they? And take a bit of a while to sink in properly.
Yeah. Well, while we're letting it sink in, what we thought about the film and the fact that it was ahead of its time, let's see how you guys fare against each other in a bit of a geeky quiz as we go over to the Geeky Guy Showpod quiz segment. Here we are, gentlemen. It's quiz time once again.
Indeed.
Let's see what happens today. Last time, Mr. Dave stole a few points from you, Mr. Jethro.
Yeah.
He
I saw some from him as well.
This is true. You got a few answers I thought you were going to get straight away, but it was quicker on the buzzer.
And infuriatingly got a few that were that close to being the right answer, and
Yes.
then it just fueled you to get a couple in there as well.
Yeah. You did most of the work.
Yeah.
I'm just like the
poacher at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go then. So we'll start, as always, which I think is a good place to start, on question 1. Which Atari video game undersold by millions so much that it got buried and crushed in New Mexico?
E.T. the extraterrestrial.
It was E.T. the extraterrestrial. Well
I
done.
heard about
So there was a
that.
documentary where they went and dug them all up again. And tried them and they still worked.
Oh, nice.
Or a lot of them did anyway.
Oh, they made things to last back then.
It did.
In Lord of the Rings, Frodo's shirt of mail is made from which material?
Mithril.
It is mithril. Mr. Dave's on it. God blimey. In Firefly, who said the line, "Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal"?
Dunno.
Nope.
Mal Reynolds.
No. Well, it's nice to have a guess. But no. It was actually Wash that said that. He was playing with dinosaurs at the beginning of the first episode on the console, and he was playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Damn it. I thought of that.
Question 4. Which of the Star Trek The Next Generation core cast members were named after a deceased fan? Jethro.
Wesley Crusher?
No.
No? Okay.
No, I know it is. I'm trying to think of a name now.
This is not to take turns. If you've got an answer, buzz in. I'll keep it open for another 5 to 10 seconds.
The Next Generation.
Next Generation.
And the character's name of one of the main cast.
It's a core cast member, yeah. And one of the characters were named after a deceased fan. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Beverly Crusher?
Nope.
No, it
1,
isn't.
0. So it was George LaForge. It was actually named after someone called George LaForge, who was a quadriplegic fan of the show who died.
Right, that wasn't the one that I thought you were referencing, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question 5. Once again, in Firefly, what are the 2 languages used that people speak?
English and Mandarin.
Yes.
Well done.
It's Mandarin for the swearing.
Yes, because
Yeah.
they could still put it out over the network. And if you've watched any of the behind the scenes, you'll know they went to great pains to make sure it was accurate too. So, question 6. Which British sitcom set billions of years in the future? Was set billions of years in the future.
Red Dwarf.
If you'd have got that wrong, Dave, I would have. I was starting to worry when there was silence.
Yeah,
I was
just
worried.
thought there
Like,
for a minute.
hold on, Dave's not going for it. Is it not that? Is it something else?
Yeah, that was the obvious answer. And I thought, hang on a minute, is there something else that's more prominent that I've not thought of?
I think these questions,
No.
some of these questions are a bit too obvious. But in fact, like a double bluff.
Yeah, but it works, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yes.
Entertaining though, isn't it?
It can't be that simple. It is that
It
simple.
actually is.
What is the name, this is question 7, of the first North American sci-fi show to last longer than 7 seasons?
The X-Files?
It was The X-Files, Mr. Jethro, yes. Well done. Question 8, in Back to the Future, which rock band cameoed in the 1885 scene as the band at the clock starting ceremony? Mr. Dave.
Isn't Huey Lewis in the News?
No.
Who went on it?
No. I think the lead singer from those did in the first film. He was one of the judges on the stage that said no, the music's too loud. I think that was him there, but no. And the answer was ZZ Top.
Okay.
Question 9. In the Ghostbusters films, what are Egon Spengler's hobbies? While you're thinking, I'll give you a little bit of a cue as to where this is. So this is the first film, and Janine is talking about hobbies.
Snooker?
No. She says, I think a man should have hobbies. And then Egon replies by saying what he likes.
Plasmatic entities and horticulture, something like that.
You go in the right direction. He actually says he likes to collect spores, moulds and fungus.
Spore, molds and
It's the
fungus.
funny
Yeah.
line.
I thought that was a
I say-
clue when you said Q. I give you a cue, and I thought, oh, hold on a minute.
No, it was like sort of Q is into where it was. Never mind.
Yeah,
And question, what are we on now? Oh, question 10. Is that it?
Oh, the last one.
Oh, crikey. Okay. In Star Trek Deep Space Nine, how many hours are there in a Bajoran day?
26.
Mr. Jethro came in
very quick
26, and something very interesting has just happened,
Oh.
which is you've both got 3 each.
Oh.
And what's the one thing I didn't prep?
Bonus
A
question.
tie-break question. Because the behind the scenes, again, on this episode, everyone will tell them, is that we haven't seen each other for a while, and we were filming 2 quizzes at the same time. Spoiler alert. And I literally have just come off a 12-hour shift working, and I haven't seen the guys for a while, so it's been a bit of a rush to kind of scribble them down because I've not had a chance to prep the questions. So I've literally done them in the last half an hour, and I didn't put a tie-break question. However, being me, I'm going to pull one out of my head. Okay, so it's going to be, gentlemen, the closest answer. This is a number answer. Okay.
Number.
So it's the closest one to get to it will get the tiebreaker point and win
Nice.
today's quiz. In Star Trek Enterprise, at the start of the series, how old is T'Pol? Mr. Jethro.
57.
It's not 57, but it's closest one gets it.
205.
No, in fact, Mr. Jethro is nearly on point. It's 63.
Oh,
She's only
She was older
63.
than
She's
that.
very young at the beginning. It was for a Vulcan at the beginning
Yeah, I was
of
going
the
to say, I
series.
thought it was older.
Yeah. You'd think hundreds, but
well, probably thinking of Tuvok because he's like 100 in Voyager.
which means at the end, Mr. Jethro wins by 1 point, 4 points to 3.
Done.
Well done, Mr. Jethro. And yeah, you're the winner today.
GG.
GG. Well done.
Well, another win there for Mr. Jethro this time.
Close. It was
Yeah.
close.
After the last one, Jethro needed to get a win in there.
Yeah, the
There was
tiebreaker.
still a little bit of point stealing going on here, backwards and forwards. There's some questions that I thought one of you'd get and the other got it, and vice versa.
See, it's never going to go the way that you think, is it?
No, it's not.
It's going to be interesting throughout the series to see if one pulls ahead in front quite a bit, or whether it's win one, lose one, win one, lose one all the way through.
Well, what we
So-
might do next time is do a little bit of a revisit the board and have a look where the scores are.
Yeah.
We'll do that next time after the next.
Are you going to give us a graph?
Or a
Let's
pie
see
chart.
what's happened to the chart. Yes, possibly. I might do that. Let's. Well, when we've done the next quiz, we'll see where we are. That'll be exciting. So Tron wasn't globally massive, but cult following.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That was one of the seminal works to the bless you. It was one of the seminal works of the then budding cyberpunk genre, like the subgenre of sci-fi. Like you had in 1982, you had films like Tron and Blade Runner that didn't earn a lot monetarily, so it just sort of like a lot of studios were like, yeah, no, we're not going to bother with that.
Things like Total Recall.
Well,
Running Man.
hold off for that because those ended up being quite well. But originally, you had the films like Tron and Blade Runner that didn't do well, but still had that cult following. And then you also had like the book Neuromancer, which did almost like solidify a lot of the cyberpunk terminology, and that almost became like the nucleation point of that. So yeah, like you can also credit the original film for helping to spawn a whole genre in and of itself, which you can't say that about a lot of films, can you?
No, that's very true.
And of course, this one did spawn its sequel,
Yes.
Tron Legacy, from
Eventually.
2010.
Yeah.
A little bit performing high, but it's still in 6.8 on IMDb.
Ooh.
This the synopsis for this one though slightly different. Well, obviously it wouldn't be the same, would it? It's not the same film. But the son of a computer programmer goes looking for his father and ends up inside the digital world that his father created, or designed. He meets his father's corrupted creation and a unique ally who was born inside the digital world. I think that's roughly an accurate assessment of what we're talking about here.
Basically, like we're following mainly the son of Flynn, essentially Sam Flynn.
Yeah.
And he's still like the biggest shareholder of Encom
Yeah.
after the disappearance of his father, but he doesn't really have anything to do with the company. He's a bit aloof, a bit recluse.
Yeah, he doesn't agree with the company's sort of plans going forward, does he? About
No.
charging for software and
Yeah, so he pirates the company's software just as a prank to them, and obviously they don't like him, but they can't do anything about it because he's the biggest shareholder, because that's how corporate America works.
But
Yeah,
his father's obviously gone missing, hasn't he? For
Yeah,
20
which
years.
has obviously left a mark, but then Alan, who Bruce Box Lightyear also returned in,
Yeah.
Captain Sheridan.
Apparently, he wasn't meant to be in it originally. I was just reading here.
That wouldn't surprise, but I'm glad he's in it.
Early drafts of the script apparently didn't feature the role of Ellen. It was only after public outcry.
Yes, yeah, because
But,
you know how
what was
can you have a Tron movie without Tron?
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit strange.
Yeah, but and by then he also had like a bigger fan base because of Babylon 5. But yeah, he's the one who gets the page from Kevin Flynn, and it's like, oh, what? He's disappeared, which leads Sam down the rabbit hole into getting sucked into the simulation himself. And with that, he is again put into these gladiatorial games. But the thing you would see about this film is that it's not the same crude polygons as the original.
No.
Yeah, but visually it is, even though it's 15 years old, it is absolutely fantastic still. Like,
And it still remains quite faithful to the original as well.
Oh,
doesn't it?
yeah.
Even though things are slightly tweaked and obviously they look
Yeah.
a lot better because it's the technology's moved on that far since the first film.
Yeah.
But they do keep quite faithful to the original designs, don't they?
True, but that's also because in universe it was a new system that was
Yeah.
created. It's supposed to be an improvement, a better system.
Yeah.
Like it's revealed later on that the reason why Kevin Flynn went missing is because when he brought Tron in from the old system and built a copy of himself, his own program, Clue. He gave Clue the instructions to build the perfect system. Now, the common theme is with a lot of sci-fi is like you give an AI an instruction, but you're not very careful about how you word it. Like you it's like you tell somebody, I don't know, like treat this place as if it was your own. Like you know, from like a normal human nomenclature that it's like, oh yeah, put your feet up, relax, enjoy yourself.
But still respect it because it's someone
Yeah.
else's
Yes.
place. That's the thing.
Now, if you tell it to a machine, they'll probably think that you've put them on the deed to your house.
Yeah.
And, like,
They'll take the smelly socks off and leave them draped over the sofa, that kind of thing.
I mean, if that's what they want to do with their home, I guess. But again, there's
Dave,
the thing
you've got to
about.
stop doing that, by the way, mate. I'm joking.
But again, that's like the main impetus here. Like the villain, who is Clue,
Yeah.
a essential de-aged replica of Jeff Bridges, is like he's not evil. He's just doing what he's been told.
He's doing his job, isn't he, to what
Yeah.
he thinks is perfect parameters, but he's actually doing more harm than good.
What's interesting to note is that Jeff Bridges noted himself that when he was being scanned in by the computer to make the CG model of himself for this film, he noted that it was very much like the original when he was being scanned into the machine. So it was quite...
Bit of irony there.
What did you think of the de-aging effect?
I've got mixed feelings. The
Some
first
bits
scene,
it looks alright, some it does look a little bit ropey.
it does
some
look uncanny, especially the opening scenes where it's supposed to be Kevin Flynn talking to his young son. It does look a bit, oh, okay. Well, thankfully, through most of the scene, they try to avoid showing his face,
Yeah.
which, you know what, completely get it. Like, that's the technology you have at the time, and you're trying to not overdo it. I respect it. But obviously, when we see Clue in the system, now, it looks uncanny, but it almost works because he's supposed to be an imperfect copy of
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges' character. So for him to look like an imperfect copy of Jeff Bridges, that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works. And even like the flashback scenes we have, like a de-aged Jeff Bridges and Box Lightyear, it's almost put through like a filter. So
Yeah.
it's almost as if they recognise the limits of the technology where it's important and try to find creative ways around it. And that's another reason got to respect it.
Yeah, and obviously the score again is very
yes.
good, very memorable, very on point, and obviously
Daft
they
Punk.
tweaked. Yeah,
Yeah,
excellent.
who disbanded in 2021.
Yeah,
So obviously not around to score the new one.
no,
But
Aries.
Daft Punk were also the masked DJs inside.
yeah, that was a
Yeah,
funny
yeah.
scene. That was a funny scene where the bar fight like broke out, and you just see them look at each other and tweak the music to something a bit more like fast tempo, upbeat.
Yeah, it's Michael Sheen as Zeus as well.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And Olivia Wilde was in it, where she had to take a break from House to be in this.
So very Quora.
Yes. But, yeah, just a quick note for the new one. It's 9 Inch Nails doing the music.
Yeah, doing the music for that
Which, you know,
one.
at first I was like, wait, really? And I thought, actually, yeah. Yeah, because Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross have been regularly doing film scores for like 15 years now.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
And in Legacy as well, we have the introduction of the new form of life that was created as well in the system, the ISOs.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting that unfortunately bumped off, aren't they? By pretty much all but one.
That we know of.
So, it was a good film to continue the series.
Yes, it wasn't following exactly what happened before. In fact,
No.
you could see it as its own original, like its own separate
It stands
thing.
alone
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
easily. But if you watch it after the other one, there's some flashbacks, some callbacks to it, which is nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and you certainly understand it better if you've seen the first, I think, as well.
True, yeah.
The new one that's coming out, which is this year, October, we believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we know where that sits in the timeline?
Well, after.
It's set after everything.
After Legacy, but I don't know how many years it is.
I guess we'll find out in October. Because
It's called, it's got Gillian Anderson in this one. Jared Leto.
I'm not going to let that stop me from watching it.
And Jeff Bridges, of course, again. A couple of people actually from the original film.
Is Brooks Lightner in it?
No, there's a Julian Dillinger, played by Evan Peters.
That's a note.
But no.
Cillian Murphy played Dillinger's son in Legacy.
Yeah.
Was uncredited, but he did appear as him. I think they were going to tease him as a villain for a sequel that never happened. Because I was like, wait, is that him?
Yeah.
Is that and it was, yeah. It's one of those moments where you just have to like check IMDb while you're watching it.
Well, the synopsis for this one, which is the one coming out, says a highly sophisticated program Ares is sent from the digital world into the real world on a dangerous mission. So I think this is interesting. We just talked about this in our pre-meeting, about how all the other shows have all been about immersing yourself in the machine. Now we've got something where something's coming out of the machine. And we thought that was a nice, interesting way to go with it.
Yeah, we're not going to them anymore. We're bringing them to us.
Well, once you release something into the world like that, what's going to happen?
You're telling a different story, like from a different way, which...
Do we need to tell that story, Jethro? Does it add anything to the material?
Well, we don't know yet, do we?
Yeah. We'll see after we've watched it at the cinema, and then we'll make a video about it.
We will.
Yes.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
Well, look, all that remains is for us to, or for me to actually watch these films, which I'm quite excited to do now. I might not look it. I am seriously tired. I've been running on fumes for the last few hours, and I'm nearly at what? How many hours have I been awake today now?
Don't think about it.
Too many.
About it.
15 hours or something now. Must be on 15
You're
hours.
going to sleep very well tonight.
I'm going to sleep like a comatose baby.
That is heavy.
That's heavy. Well, I was going to say sleep like a baby, but they keep getting up. They keep waking up.
Keep getting up and
crying.
screaming.
Yeah.
And then I said comatose baby, and I realised that is a really horrible thing to say.
Not inaccurate, mind you.
It's not.
Comatose babies don't normally... Well, I was about to say, yeah, they don't tend to wake up, do they? But that's even worse, isn't it?
We apologise for that imagery. That's not what we meant to portray. Yes, I'm going to sleep very, very well because I am absolutely cream crackered. So yes.
Speaking of which, you can pass the biscuits over.
Certainly, Mr. Jethro. Yes, you dig into those biscuits, my friend.
Thank you. A biscuit?
Yeah.
Well, you munch on those while I tell everyone at home how they can find more about us. You can do that by going to the website, which is geekyguys.co.uk, where you can follow all our socials, which is pretty much where we put all our stuffs. You knew I was going to say that,
I
didn't
did.
you? Oh, we've been hanging out way too long.
Too long.
Can you believe it's 2025 already? Aren't the years just flying by?
Yeah,
We really
ever
do
quicker.
seem like three old guys now, don't apart from Jethro. We call him Grandad, but he's quite young still.
Oh, don't worry, that will change.
What, every day?
Oh, yeah.
Every second, in fact.
Every second of every day.
I'm probably
Yeah.
not going to overtake you guys, but
I don't think that's possible.
I can certainly try.
Well, give it a go.
With
We'd like.
technology, who knows?
Oh yeah, we'll slow down a bit, let him catch up.
Mm.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody. We will be back next time with another Showpod. Until then, hopefully you're not in a big heat wave like we are at the moment. You're a little bit cooler. Stay safe and look after each other, and we'll see you next time.